Hi guys, it's Colton Lindsay here with winningtheinnergame.com. Appreciate you watching another episode. Hope you enjoyed my last video, a little Shia LaBeouf impersonation of Do It. What I want to talk to you today about is, I actually call it analysis paralysis. It's the inability to make a decision. And in fact, when you don't make a decision, you've already actually made a decision to not take action. So here's what I mean by that. Here's one of the common things that agents like yourself are paralyzed in taking action on. So one of the things is we always talk about how we want to take more listings. And we know that we don't just magically take more listings. We have to go to work. What seems to be working today is a complete turnaround. I was actually talking to James Hotelling about this today, about how it seems like 15 years ago, 20 years ago, door knocking and direct mailers were very, very popular. Then as we moved into the internet age, mailers actually went away, door knocking went away, and people really focused on doing maybe robo-dialing and these auto email campaigns and things like that. You're actually seeing a lot of top producers today move back to door knocking and back to direct mailers because the system of email and telephone has almost been abused. And you can see great agents across the country that are having a ton of success. In fact, myself, I've actually recently in the last 6 months shifted my own business model to be more direct mailing with my People Farm and with my SOI, specifically increasing direct mails with the People Farm up to twice a month. And that's a whole other subject on how I work the People Farm. It's not necessarily what you think of when you think the word farm. But what I found is this is when I can continue to move differently in the direction than what the masses are doing, I'm going to create more success. For example, when everyone's buying and it's a panic that they're gonna lose out on opportunity because it's gonna go higher and higher, that's a good sign that you should be selling and getting out, right? And when everyone's panicking and throwing it out, and people can't give property away, that's a good sign you should be buying. You should always be doing what the opposite of the masses are doing, because the masses generally follow a group of failure. You know, they group together. But specifically in this video, I want to talk about the inability to make a decision. Here's a good example you're going to face at a listing appointment with probably an amiable type person, is if they're still allowing you to stay there, they still are allowing you to handle objections and converse with them, they are overanalyzing the situation. Amiables tend to do that, and they really want to go slow and have their hand held in communication. So what you have to be able to do is help them make a decision and reassure them that once they make a decision, that stress will go away from their life and they'll be able to move forward. Here's another way that agents like you make the decision, and I started touching on it before I went off on my tangent. But okay, you want to get new listings, so that means you've got to go to the root of getting listings, which is prospecting, lead generating, and really getting unqualified appointments, being able to meet face-to-face, belly-to-belly to do a presentation. So if the root is that, for some reason, you'll start to debate which way is the best way to try and go get business, which way is the best way to go lead generate and to prospect. And so you'll put up posts on Facebook and say, hey, what do you think's better, calling at 9 a.m. or calling at 5 in the afternoon? Or you'll think, hey, is door knocking better or is phone calling better? Hey, do you think generating leads on this website is good, or do you think calling for sell by owners better? Would you rather call for sell by owners or expires? And the problem is you're so overanalyzing it that you're actually not taking action and allowing yourself to get on appointments and allowing yourself to grow. So what I would do is I would make the resolve that every day you eat the most important frog first, like Brian Tracy teaches in Eat the Frog. 9 a.m., 8 a.m. for me, I'm doing the most important thing, which is lead generating. And right now, I'm really shifting on how I focus on my People Farm and my SOI and generating referrals from that, to where my goal is to do 40 to 45 deals from SOI and past clients, and then finish the year this year with about 18 to 20 deals from People Farm, to where next year I can lead into about 30 to 35 deals just from the People Farm. I'd be able to generate anywhere from 70 to 85 deals just between my referrals and the People Farm with this new way I'm looking to put more of a focus on it, right? And one of the things I'm actually personally phasing out, which has probably come to a surprise for a lot of you guys, is I'm phasing out for sell by owners, and that is actually what I built my business on. One year I did 37 for sell by owners alone, and I want to make a more sustainable business. Not that you can't with for sale by owners, but what I'd like to do is really custom more to generating leads from my past success with for sale by owners. Not that you can't create deals from them now, but I'm now using them to harness in referrals. And that's really the ultimate goal. I like working with referrals much more than I do like a for sale by owner. Okay? So I'm really changing that focus into expireds because that feeds into my people farm. I'm really focused in on my people farm right now, and I've always been really focused on SOI and growing that referral lead generator. Here's another way that people are often, like yourself, agents, overanalyzing so much that they have analysis paralysis and they don't make a decision. And without making a different choice, you're not going to get a different result. You are exactly the way you are, and you are exactly in the position you are in because you are exactly the way you are, and you are exactly in the position you're in. Anything else you add to that is just your story, your definition, your excuse or your reason of why your life is the way it is. So I would just cut reasons and excuses out and analyze this. Here it is. With coaching and training, which one is better? Is YesMasters.com better? Is FearlessAgent.com better? Is Mike Ferry better? Is James Hotaling better? Is Bruce Keese better? Is whoever else out there coaching program, because there's so many of them online, better? Well, yeah, there are a few things to consider. Number one is obviously follow a system, a proven model that is creating the results that I want to get in my own personal life and business. And really the one thing that you should be concerned on is, are you making money and a lot of it, or are you going completely broke? And the other thing is long term, are you creating a business where you always have to generate new deals, or are you creating a business going to allow you to focus on a referral-based business, which is going to be sustainable long term? Okay, so what happens is you guys analyze so much, you personally analyze so much that you don't even make a decision to start coaching with anyone, and you don't change your habits, you don't learn new skills, and in fact you continue to do things the way you've been doing them that have put you in the current situation you're in. Okay, if that makes sense. So make decisions quicker. Obviously write down the facts and then make a decision based on the facts. Take the rear view mirror off, because you can never drive forward while you're driving in the rear view mirror. I think even Tupac Shakur rapped some mad lines about that. Something along those lines, okay? So, analysis paralysis. By actually failing to make a decision, you've made a decision that you're not going to take a step forward. You're not going to progress in a new direction. By not stepping forward, you're actually choosing to stand still. And standing still is not a good spot to be in. Okay, the only way that I would ever want to stand still is if I happen to be right in the middle of two trains passing by extremely quickly. Then I'd be like, really still, right? That's the only time I want to stand still. Otherwise, moving forward is always the goal. And it's not about making the right choice. It's about making the choice right. It's all on changing your perception and your mindset. So quit with the analysis paralysis. Quit debating over and over again which is the better direction to go, and start taking action. The more action you can take, you're opening up your arms to receiving opportunity. You're receiving the impossible. The impossible becomes possible. Now, you're starting to see the invisible when you take action. That's what happens. But continually debating, and it's so funny. I got so many agents that have been emailing me the same friggin' question for years now. Do you really think I can do it, man? Do you think if I do this and go full force, I can make it happen? Do you think I should sign up for this coaching program? Should I really call for sale by owners? Yeah, I really think you freaking should, dude. I really think you should sign up for a coaching program, put your money into an education system, learn a proven model, increase the amount of money you earn, and then go have a successful life. But if you don't, I really don't care, because guess what? I am having a successful life, and I'm extremely happy with it. Only message I want to pass to you guys is, this is your one life that you know for certain you have. Right now is real. Whatever you're doing right now, pay attention to it, because that is real. Everything else is imagining, or is an imagination in your head. And once you can recognize the power of the imagination, you can stop imagining what you don't want automatically and start imagining what you do want. And naturally with time, that will become automatic, to imagine an awesome life. It's that simple. Life is right now. Take the bull by the horns. Take action. Quit analysis paralysis. Quit not making decisions that will change your outcome in your life. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. Go to winningtheinnergame.com and subscribe to the Winner's Circle. We've got an announcement. I'm pretty stoked. Working with Fearless Agent, my mentor Bob Leffler. We will be launching in the next couple of months a group training session that is completely focused on winning the inner game of real estate. I can't tell you how many of my free coaching consultations, it boils down to belief in yourself. And we all have this inferiority complex, and my goal is to help you overcome that and have a complex of confidence, a complex of you can be, do, or have anything you want. Not to say that you're not going to have doubts and fears along the way, because you will. That's part of existence. And you couldn't actually experience confidence without doubt. It's impossible. You have to know one to know the other. What it is, though, is to be able to recognize that fear, look it in the eyes, and have the courage to move forward. Have the courage to really just take a step, and you'll find out, just like that, that fear was that made up, that imagination right there. It just crushes it instantly. Thanks, guys. Look forward to working with you in the future. We'll see ya.